All right, guys, now it's time for the latest from InfoWeather. This is your morning update on Saturday, August 31st. You can see many colleges and universities, no changes there. We do now have a mandatory evacuation for Cape Canaveral area, along with the new voluntary evacuation for the West Palm Beach area. That's Palm Beach County. Category 4 Hurricane Dorian, now with winds of like 150 miles an hour, which is 5 miles an hour short, or 10 miles an hour short of becoming, 6 is what it is, but Hurricane Center would say 5 miles an hour short of becoming a Category 5 hurricane. Pressure is down to 945 millibars or something insanely low like that. But you can see hurricane warning, hurricane watch in effect at the moment. Now let's take a look at my forecast positions. And you can see clearly that I expect it to become a Category 5, slow down rather significantly, turn north and relatively miss all of the land, but that's not to say the impacts are not present. You can see worst case wind scenario. It can make landfall at any of these points. It could skirt right up the coast. Major hurricane force winds, and tropical storm force winds possible throughout the whole entire southeastern United States coast, even up into Virginia. And that's the same deal here for rainfall. All the way up the coast could have 6 inches or more of rain. And of course, fluctuations of this can change with time. The latest European ensembles are much more offshore than the previous ones, but mainly we're going to take this middle line up here. And you do see even from the middle line some deviations onshore. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on here. This is out of frame slightly, which is kind of annoying. Sorry about that. But it doesn't have a Florida landfall. None of the ensembles have a Florida landfall. But South Carolina and North Carolina are definitely in the path according to the American ensembles. You can see this slowdown exaggerated here in the National Hurricane Center forecast. If you don't know, they issue points every 12 hours in this solid cone and every 24 hours in the dotted cone. So that's the main difference that we're looking for there. But yeah, much more slowed down, slightly offshore path is what we're going for. Here's the Weather Prediction Center rain forecast, rather significant rainfall. Once again, more models trending offshore, but you do see how very close the middle of the guidance is to being onshore. And slight deviation one way or the other could be a storm riding the coastline, and that would be devastating, especially predicting some models have it at a Category 5. The Hurricane Center has 135 knots in the next 24 hours, which is slightly below Category 5 strength. I would not be surprised to see it reach Category 5 strength. Now, it won't maintain it. It'll slowly start to decrease as it heads north and enters a slightly less favorable environment, but a beautiful looking hurricane this morning. Here, this is at 1612Z, so that was, like a little after noon Eastern time. Beautiful circular shape. Really couldn't ask for a better look on the infrared. So we'll have more updates. The next update, I think, is scheduled 3 hours from now. I'm doing updates every 3 hours all night tonight. So I'll keep you guys updated with more information as we know more.